If you look in your garage right now, there is a very high chance you are storing hundreds or, maybe even thousands of dollars in dead capital.
Oh, easily thousands.
Right. So today we're doing a deep dive into an EquipRentals article to figure out the exact break-even math of, well, whether you should buy your next tool or just rent it.
It is a classic homeowner dilemma, honestly.
It really is. Okay, let's unpack this. We all hit that point on a weekend project where we need something specific.
Yeah, and the immediate instinct is just to, head to the hardware store and buy it.
Exactly. It's kind of like buying an entire cow just because you need one glass of milk for a recipe.
That is a great way to put it. We think we're investing in our tool collection, but buying a specialized piece of equipment for one single project is, well, it's like paying a full-time salary to an employee who only works one weekend a year.
Right, because you aren't just paying for the work, you're paying to house them the other 363 days.
Exactly.
So to stop doing that, this article gives us a really straightforward break-even calculation. You just take the purchase price of the tool and divide it by the daily rental price.
Yeah, the math is pretty eye-opening.
It is. So say a tool costs $300 and rents for $25 a day. That takes exactly 12 uses to break even.
What's fascinating here is how quickly that math just completely shatters our assumptions about value. Like, take a high-quality cordless drill.
Sure.
Renting one will set you back somewhere between, say, $150 and $300. But renting that same drill for a weekend, only about $15 to $25.
Right. So if I buy a $300 drill instead of renting it for $25, I have to use it 12 separate times to break even.
Right. And if you're only pulling that drill out, once or twice a year to hang a heavy mirror or fix a gate.
Which is realistically what most of us do.
Exactly. It would take you anywhere from 6 to 20 years just to hit that 12-use mark.
But wait, if I buy it, I have it forever. Doesn't permanent access eventually make up for the upfront cost, even if it takes 2 decades?
Well, that's the trap. We assume permanent access equals permanent value.
Right, because it's mine now.
But that basic division we just did is actually incomplete. It completely ignores the financial reality of ownership, which is, maintenance and repair.
Oh, like replacing parts.
Yeah. When you let a lithium-ion battery sit idle on a shelf for a year and completely discharge, you are literally altering the battery's chemistry.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah, you're practically guaranteeing it will be permanently degraded or just totally dead the next time you need it.
So I'm not just buying the tool up front. I'm signing up to buy replacement batteries down the line.
Exactly. Plus, you're on the hook for blade sharpening, replacing worn-out belts, and, well, taking on the physical risk of the machine failing mid-project.
Which is the worst feeling.
It is. But when you rent, you get a professionally serviced piece of equipment. If it breaks while you're using it, the rental service just swaps it out immediately.
And we also have to talk about storage because that ties up actual real estate in your home.
Yes. And we often ignore the physical environment itself, like when you store a high-end tile saw in a damp, unheated basement or garage.
Which a lot of people do.
Right. You aren't just dealing with a little cosmetic rust. You are actively depreciating the tool's performance and its eventual resale value every single day it sits unused.
Because the elements degrade the internal components.
Precisely. So by renting, you transfer all those ownership headaches, like the maintenance, the repair costs, the need for climate-controlled storage, straight over to the rental company.
So what does this all mean? Because it obviously doesn't make sense to rent a screwdriver every Tuesday.
Right. No, that would be ridiculous. The data points to a smart hybrid strategy. Buy your basic, frequently used hand tools.
Like hammers and screwdrivers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're relatively inexpensive. You use them all the time, and they don't require significant chemical upkeep or take up much space.
And the specialized, expensive items. The heavy hitters.
Rent them. If you need a $1,500 professional tile saw for a single bathroom renovation, or, say, a concrete mixer.
Just rent it.
Yeah, the cost of purchasing far exceeds the rental price, especially when you factor in the long-term degradation of its parts.
Well, that really makes you look at your workspace differently.
It really does.
Which leaves you with this final thought to ponder. If you went into your garage right now and retroactively applied this break-even math, including maintenance costs and the value of your storage space, how much capital is currently just sitting on your shelves collecting dust?